Good morning, it's Roman from US99 Styles in Rome, and come take a look at our studios and see what your COD alumni does for a living.
Chicago's hottest country, US99. Good morning, it's Styles in Rome, and it's 7:23 Friday morning. And can we give a shout out to the Chicago high school?
I'm over here on this side, and I'm on microphone, my computer again. Here's the computer that all of our songs and commercials are loaded into. You gotta have headphones for the radio. And also, when you get up as early as we do, you gotta have green tea, because we wake up at 3:30 every single morning just to be here on the radio for you.
And how about this? We are 3 minutes away.
Yeah!
Live on the radio.
We are so excited. You do not want to miss this interview. Jason Aldean right after Russell Dickerson on US99. My name is Justin Roman. You may know me as Roman from US99 Styles and Roman. 14 years on the radio. I can't believe it's flown by. To be working for a legendary station like B96 for 12 years, and then they move us over to a legendary station like US99. I mean, honestly, we're very, very blessed to have that opportunity.
It's a really, really cool accomplishment.
Some things to know about me is like family comes first. Like I've been blessed to be able to do a lot of really cool things in my life, but nothing compares to being a dad. And I have a 3.5-year-old son, Tristan, and he's my world. And anybody who's heard me on the radio, they know I talk about Tristan, maybe too much, but I mean, I'm not joking, like he's my world, and it's the first time you're ever truly, truly not selfish in life. There's my little guy. Zoom in on this little face here. Look at that little dude. I love everything about what I do. As a guy who's born and raised in Chicago, to be the voice of Chicago, right? To be the voice and the foundation of US99, it means everything to me. You know, I remember as a kid, I grew up to a morning show named Eddie and Jobo on B96, and they were just so cool, and you couldn't go to school without talking about the bit they did in the radio, and you know, and oh, did you hear that? It was so funny, and to know that we've been a part of their lives for 14 years, you know, 12 at B96, and now our second year here at US99. It's an honor, and I just cherish every day. I graduated from Lake Park High School, and baseball was my thing. I wanted to pitch for the Cubs or be the next Michael Jackson, and I never got a Division I scholarship, and I was so bummed out about that. I just was like, oh man, maybe baseball isn't for me, you know? And so I had talked to the coach over at University of Memphis, and he agreed that I could walk on and give me a shot as a walk-on. And I'll never forget, about 3 weeks or 2 weeks before I was supposed to leave for University of Memphis, I was sitting at a Baker Square, and we were eating, I don't know, French silk pie, whatever you do at Baker Square. And I was like, I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave this place. I don't know anybody going to Memphis. I don't want to leave this area. I'm super close to my family. What do I do? Where do I go? And College of DuPage. Enter College of DuPage. I was like, you know what? I can still go there. I'm not gonna fall behind, and I can save my parents tons of money, which they love that part, right? And then, but two, I was getting the same education that you would get at, you know, a 4-year university in the middle of nowhere. But like, I got to be home. I got to stay home and really figure out what I wanted to do in life. And it was cool. I knew people. You know, a lot of people from my high school went there. I wasn't ready to go off on my own somewhere, so COD was a great, I don't want to say comfort zone, but it was. I felt very comfortable there. What makes it better in my mind is that you are known in that classroom. I didn't go away to school, but I heard stories about, you know, being one of 300 in a class. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that that's a good way to learn. You know, at COD, I was, you know, one of 35 or whatever the class size was, where I had that one-on-one time with the teacher, or if I had questions, I could ask them, or stay after if I had to, you know. I was always known. The teacher always knew I existed, you know. I had a great experience there. 2 years later, I got my associates, and I transferred over to Elmhurst College, and the rest is history, you know. I got my internship right around that time at B96, and yeah, COD was a great choice that I didn't know I was gonna make at the time, but it turned out, looking back, to be a godsend. I've been lucky enough to get back to COD because of what I do here at US99 on the radio, and I'll tell you, man, when I went there, I thought the campus was huge when I was a kid, when I was a student there. But the kids today that go there are thinking about going there, like, they're lucky, and I recommend it heavily because you have this gigantic campus at your fingertips, right? And it's in your neighborhood. To have that hands-on experience at your fingertips, I can't think of a better place to start your college career, and I'm living proof. I mean, it worked for me, and it can work for you. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, the Bulls are proud to present the Kids Talent Search, where tonight 3 very talented... So a couple seasons ago, I was lucky enough to be asked to be the in-game entertainment host for the Chicago Bulls. My 2 favorite sports teams are the Cubs and the Bulls. Like I grew up in the Jordan era, so I grew up like Michael Jordan is everything and the Bulls are everything. So So when they asked me to do that, I was thrilled. And it's my second season. I have an amazing co-host named Courtney Hall. She's the anchor on WGN News in the morning. She's one of my best friends, co-host. We're not dating. Everyone thinks we're dating. We're not dating yet.
Stop it.
And we have such a great vibe together. So we are the ones on the court, in the crowd, like hosting all the games, you know, all the contests. We're the ones getting the crowd riled up. And I'm at every single home game. But it's fun, man. I mean, you know, think about this. I do Bulls games every single home game. And they go late. You know, they're nighttime games. I do the morning show for US99 where I get up at 3:30 every single morning. So those two things really don't fit. But I make them fit because I'd rather do both of those things than none of them, right? So make it work because they're both dream jobs that literally anybody would die to do, and I get to do both of them. So there's no way in the world that I would ever complain or not do them because I love them both. All right, there it is, a wrap up of a day in the life of a College of DuPage alumni, Justin Roman. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching what I do. But it's time for you to get out because I got to get ready for the game. Go Bulls, get out of here. Later, COD, bye. Was that all right? Yeah. I don't know, was that all right?
Perfect, man.
Cool.